Yes, it is episode 50 of my live 77-day video challenge. This is Heart and Soul with Evelyn. I'm in a festive mood. Got my great Highland Cow shirt, and we're kind of mirroring each other a little bit. He might be a little bit cuter than me, or she might be a little bit cuter than me. So 50, what a great achievement. I mean, 50 is a milestone in anything, really. If you get married, if you turn 50, anything, an anniversary, years of service, reunions. So I can't believe I have I have achieved episode number 50. And I'm so proud of myself, and I'm also proud of my friend Lou, who will be recording her. She usually records hers a bit later than me, but I seem to just record it at all random times. But she seems to record her episodes after 11 p.m. I'm already in bed by then, but good on her. So feeling a bit festive, though it has been a hot day today. Now I'm going to continue on with my Delta Airlines training. The one thing we had to learn, I shared yesterday, was the airline lingo. And I let you know what deadhead meant, non-rev. One thing that I did forget, one word I did forget, was slam clicker. And that is someone who, a flight attendant or pilot, who would go, would be with us on a layover, but decided, hey, I just want to hang out in my room, which a lot of flight attendants did. And I sometimes did that as well. As social as a lot of people think that being a flight attendant is, there also were some trips that could be quite lonely, especially if you didn't know any of the crew. They didn't include you in their dinner arrangements, or you just didn't gel during the flight. That was very common, and we didn't fly with our friends all the time, but when we did, it was very, very special. So one thing I want to share with you now are the airplane codes. So another thing we had to learn, besides all the regulations, the service requirements, all the safety requirements of the plane, and learning how to just serve the absolute best customer service ever. We also had to learn the airplane codes of some of the cities that we flew into. I mean, some cities were pretty easy, like SLC is Salt Lake City. Then you have Atlanta, which is ATL. But then you'd have some difficult ones, which were common bases, but you always often wondered, why was it called that particular 3-letter code? And of course, Dallas-Fort Worth, DFW, that was pretty easy as well. Now, a base that I was based at was Cincinnati, and the code for Cincinnati was CVG. And the reason it was called CVG is because that it sort of worked around the area of it was actually in northern Kentucky. The airport was actually in northern Kentucky, but the code is a bit puzzling, because you think it would be CIN, wouldn't you? However, it lies in its geographical location and historical origin. So Cincinnati, CVG, is located in Hebron, Kentucky, which is across the Ohio River from Cincinnati, Ohio, and the code CVG comes from Covington, Kentucky, which is a nearby city and the largest urban center in northern Kentucky at the time. So CVG, there you go. I thought it should have been CIN, but it was CVG. Now, Los Angeles, it was LA for many, many years, but then in the 1930s, there was a shift to all the airport codes being 3 letters. So they just added an X to a lot of the different letter codes that only had 2 letters. So then it has always been called LAX, and there's really no specific meaning. It's just become sort of iconic. And we had others. Now, I thought this was sort of interesting, is the code name for Chicago O'Hare. So Chicago O'Hare International Airport, the airline code is ORD. D. So before it became O'Hare, the airport was called Orchard Field. So hence the ORD. So when it was renamed in honor of World War II hero Edward O'Hare, the code remained unchanged, preserving a link to its past, but still calling it O'Hare as well. Now, another one that I've always thought was confusing was Orlando. Why is Orlando called MCO? So Orlando in Florida. Why? What's the story behind that? So what I found is that MCO stands for McCoy Air Force Base, which is the original site of the airport. So when the base was repurposed for commercial flights, the code remained as a tribute to Colonel Michael N.W. McCoy. So there you go, MCO, Orlando, and it was just because it used to be McCoy Air Force Base. JFK, now originally, I did not know this, originally it was known as Idlewild Airport, IDW, but it was renamed in 1963 to honor President John F. Kennedy. So the new code, JFK, of course, is one of the most famous airports in the world. So I wanted to share a few airport codes which I thought were kind of funny and would be kind of funny if you flew into them as well. The first one I have is SUX, sucks. Can you imagine flying into sucks? So sucks is Sioux City, Iowa, and its code name is SUX. And its code is a designation of the city, was initially disliked. However, they later embraced it, even had marketing slogans like fly sucks. So there you go. So originally they didn't like it, but after a while they just embraced it. Another one, I love this one, OMG. Can you imagine? I am flying to OMG. So OMG stands for the airport, Omega Airport, which is located in the village of Omega in Namibia's Kavango East region. Now, this Omega Airport primarily serves the local community, is not a major hub for commercial flights, but I thought that was cool. OMG. Got two more. Now, can you imagine if you had an airport code for LOL? I bet you that's where a lot of comedians go. That would be pretty cool. Now, this corresponds to Derby Field, which is located near Lovelock, Nevada. So the public airport is situated approximately 9 miles southwest of Lovelock and about an hour and a half from Reno. So there you go. It's a small historic town, Lovelock, and what it's known for is for its Lovers Lock Plaza, where visitors symbolically lock their love with padlocks. They've got love locks, bridges like all over the world. I know they've got one in Salzburg, and they also have one in Paris. I'm not really sure where, but I know they've got one in Salzburg. Now, I've saved the ultimate one for the last, which is fun. I want to go to fun, F-U-N, the airline code. Now, this belongs to Funafuti International Airport, which is located in Tuvalu, which is a small island nation in the Pacific Ocean, and it's midway between Hawaii and Australia. And it's known for its stunning beaches, vibrant marine life, aligning well with the playful and inviting nature of its code. So there you go. Fun. I want to go to fun. And of course, it is named after the capital's island name, Funafuti. So it's pretty straightforward, but it also is quite funny, I think, and it aligns with the word fun, making it a delightful and memorable code for travelers. So if you have been to OMG, LOL, sucks, or fun, leave comments leave some comments. That would be great. And thank you so much. This is day 50. I can't believe it. Is that right? Yes, this is day 50. I'm so grateful, and I'm so grateful I've lasted this long. I still have 27 days to go, but I might even go a little bit longer. I'm not sure yet. Tomorrow, I will be talking about my airline graduation and the base that I went to, and I will share also a story of probably one of my funnest layovers ever, and that happened in July of 1990. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to your company tomorrow. This is Evelyn, Heart and Soul with Evelyn, and this is day 50 of my live 77-day video challenge.